All right, yeah. The last one we tried to do got interrupted, but Trap Media back to regular programming. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, all that. Look, big picture is this: labels are no longer developing these young artists, so they might catch some traction with one song like NLE Chopper did on Say Cheese. I seen the song when it came out. It was in that same vein as Go Yeah Yo type songs, The Baby, Stunning for Vegas, just that rapping, and you got a bunch of young guys moving around, doing crazy stuff, swinging their hands like a pistol, all that. So it was cool. Like, oh, 16-year-old, oh, he really about to, oh, we get into it with Quando Rondo, and he, basically put out like you just start banging and you was really a sports type dude, woo, woo, all that. But really, it's just these young guys are growing up in the eye of the public. A lot of times, that pressure can be a lot when you're just trying to figure out life and figure out what direction you want to go and who you want to be. And then it's also a big hit in the face when you realize, okay, I had this one song, but it's pretty much been on a decline from there. And you might look around, and you're not as talented as these other guys around. And then the monkey show gets, the dancing and bobbing around and all of that acting crazy. You become a character of yourself, and then you realize, man, this ain't really, it's no substance to what it was. It just blew prematurely, and you weren't actually ready for that type of stage. And then you still trying to figure it out. So it's like, man, I'm not as good as he probably is not as. He's realizing he's not as good as he thought. He realizing he doesn't, he get on certain features, and it's like, dang, why you put him on here? Because it was like a big feature with two or three artists, and it was like, dang, why is he on here? He had a DAZN card. He was on a boxing DAZN card. I believe it was Devin Haney's fight, and it was just a bunch of backlash. Like, why is he here? Because he has no song. Like outside of that one song, that's it. And now other age groups are looking at you, and it's like, what is he on? The kids are pretty much on to the next thing because you didn't make an impact big enough to keep their attention. Then people who are early to late 20s and early 30s, they like, what is this? And the 40s don't even want to hear it. So it's more so these labels are just, they want just the bread right then, so they can get some ad money, they can get the streaming money, they can get all what they can get off one song, and for them that's good enough. It's just a quick flip, just a quick flip. That's all they're looking at you at. When you want some longevity actually in the game, and it can be a big stain or hit or blow to your ego when you finally realize, like, you look around and you see all the talent, especially right now. You see and you can't even say young because young boy is young. Rod Wave's young. Um, pretty much everybody who's popping right now is young, but they can harmonize, they can do more things, and they're just better overall. So it takes a certain type of person to be like, all right, they might be better, but I'm gonna still get why I can get while I'm here. I'm still gonna invest while I'm here and make the most while I'm here. Even though if you see like, all right, this might not be a bright future and you might not be as big as you was when that song first came out, you gonna get what you can get right now and prepare for the exit if that time comes. But if you politic and develop artists properly, keep them a mentor around, keep them somewhere that somebody they can call to keep them with a healthy perspective, they won't go through these issues. It's more so you got young people getting a lot of money real quick and a lot of attention real quick, and they don't know how to handle it. And when they don't know how to handle it, they go to drugs and keep going down that hole and keep going down that tunnel, and eventually they start talking suicide and stuff where he's talking. But it's really just a cry out for, I want that attention from that first song, and I don't know how to get back to that point. I just feel he feels that he's falling, and he feels that he just become a caricature of his old self. He might not want to be stuck in that image, but like a Boonk didn't want to be stunk into jumping on tables and doing crazy stuff. The more and more you start seeing and learning and growing up, but that's the only thing the people came and cheered for him for. So then you start to feel trapped in doing something that you don't love just for money, and you actually want to be viewed as something else. So that's the danger of getting on young because you don't really have an overall reality of what's going on in life or how you want to be perceived. And sometimes you can catch that a little bit later on, but that little bit later on is too late because the fan base that you cultivated want to see you do the monkey shit. And that's not what you want to do. You want to just be a whole different image, but that's not what you can get paid off of because then you have to cultivate another fan base. Some of the fans who are rocking with you will follow you, but early in his career, it's just not enough substance for them to totally attach and move on with you to something else. So, label, start developing the youth, get them a mentor, get them somebody who's been in the game that they can call when they're going through different situations. Don't just eat off of that one song and then throw them away. That's my best advice. Trap Media, subscribe, share, like, hit the thumbs out. And appreciate anybody that's tuning in right now. We the number one station out here. We got our foot on their neck. Corona madness.